going on YouTube? It's your boy Cameron, back at it again with a Warzone video. And guys, I haven't really played Warzone that much on this channel, mainly because I really don't enjoy Warzone that much anymore. I think Warzone, despite being the main focus for the devs and the main focus for the Call of Duty series, and probably the future of the Call of Duty series, in my opinion, Warzone is probably the weakest part of the Season 2 update. Warzone is trash. Ever since the Cold War integration, I feel like Warzone has been objectively bad. I do not think Warzone has that much to offer. I do not think Warzone is very, very enjoyable. I think it's gotten super sweaty, way sweatier than it has before, especially the Verdansk map, which we'll talk about later in this video. But Warzone is just not fun anymore. You know, I'm seeing a bunch of people talk about how unfun Warzone is and just how irritating the game has become. And there's a multitude of factors that are really causing Warzone to go on a steep decline. I think Warzone is significantly less fun than it was back when it first came out. When it first came out, perhaps maybe because that was the only good thing about Modern Warfare that it introduced, besides the gunsmith, was Warzone. Warzone was great, man. I do think Warzone even has a lot of potential. I think Warzone could be the future of Call of Duty, and, you know, which is integration and 3 games being integrated to it. I think it could be the big thing that Call of Duty needs to, you know, reinvent itself. But I just think right now it's being super mismanaged. There's nothing going on with it. The lack of updates, in my opinion, is the biggest problem. Like, these updates are like 20 gigabytes every single time, sometimes even 30 gigabytes, and there's nothing new about them. What's new, man? We got a Rebirth Island map, which is honestly pretty easy to make. You just reskinned Alcatraz, and that came out, like, you know, 2-3 months ago. It's been a long time. We have a garbage map in Verdansk that's never really been touched. It's been left untouched for pretty much the entirety of Warzone's life cycle. We have no new POIs, nothing. So the map being stale is a big reason, in my opinion, to Warzone's decline. Because it's just irritating to play the exact same map over and over again. How long can you do that for? Truthfully, how long can you play the exact same map over and over again? And Rebirth Island is cool, but since it's pretty small, it gets boring too. The only reason I like Rebirth Island is because you can respawn, and you get more kills and there's more action. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the lack of updates and changes to the map, in my opinion, is one of the biggest things that is hampering Warzone. Like, all we got in legit a year is a blown up stadium and a ship. That's all we've gotten in a year. That's ridiculous, bro. Compare that to Fortnite, which has like a new map every season. I just think there's no excuse for it. And another big issue for Warzone being destroyed, obviously, is sweat-based matchmaking. Sweat-based matchmaking causes a massive snowball effect. It really kind of destroys games and becomes the death of a lot of games for the hardcore community, because when you're a better player, every match is the exact same experience. There is no diversity in any of the maps. Exact same weapons, exact same playstyle, exact same places where people will be, exact same sweaty, booty sliding, bunny hopping, female character skin, rose skin, sweats. It just gets so played out after a while. You're just like, dude, I'm sick and tired of seeing the MAC-10 and the FFAR. Like, there's like 100 guns in the game now. Everybody should be trying new guns. Like, you see the exact same gun every single time. And I think that's just a big problem with the last 2 Call of Duties as a whole. We started seeing it a lot in Black Ops 4 because, you know, with the, you know, Fortnite. In my opinion, Fortnite ruined gaming by just making it super uber competitive. So we started seeing it with Black Ops 4 when Call of Duty started getting really, really sweaty. But Black Ops 4 didn't have sweat-based matchmaking, but I noticed there was a massive influx of sweats in Black Ops 4 when the VMP came out and stuff like that. But now that we have Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Black Ops Cold Sweat, the sweats has been, you know, unplayable, guys. The sweat-based matchmaking has just ruined Call of Duty as a whole. I could make a, 40-minute video on how skill-based matchmaking is a problem. But that is another big thing that's causing a lot of issues, is the lack of diversity in the game because of the sweat-based matchmaking, the horrible connection in the game because of the sweat-based matchmaking, there's no different playstyles, no different weapons. Everybody uses the exact same loadout, same perks, same everything. It's just frustrating, dude. It's really frustrating, to be honest. And the number 3 thing is definitely the hackers and the anti-cheat. The hackers and the anti-cheat has been a huge fucking problem, dude. Like, they haven't fixed it in, again, like a year. But I think in the last couple months, especially with that tournament with Warzone, it's gotten especially bad because, you know, there's hackers in the $500,000 tournament, and that was just embarrassing on Call of Duty's part. Like, how are you a $1 billion company, you don't have an anti-cheat, when there's legit indie games with a fraction of the money, with not even a fraction of the money, like fucking barely enough money to even scrape by, have a functional anti-cheat. Like, that's ridiculous. You guys are just lazy. It's awful. The anti-cheat and the hackers are terrible, and that also kind of goes into the skill-based matchmaking, because if you're a better player, you're going to come across a lot of hackers, and it's just a big issue, man. It's a big issue, bro. You know, like, the hackers are probably the biggest issue with Warzone. Every single time you die, it's like a sus-ass death, bro. You're like, holy shit, that was suspect. This guy locked onto me with his car, locked onto me with his sweaty-ass Mac 10, and just laser beams me. Like, it's just wild, bro. I don't understand how anybody can play this shit for a long, extended period of time. So many popular streamers and popular things are quitting because of the anti-cheat is terrible, which is good, but they're not actually sticking to their guns, though. They quit for like 2 days, and probably Activision's like, hey, man, we'll give you a pay raise if you hop back on. And they're like, say less, fellers, and they hop back on. So there's that. The anti-cheat is still broken. It's still bad. I hate it. Going up against hackers every single time is honestly demoralizing, because you spend like 20, 30 minutes fucking looting, getting everything ready to make a good run at the victory. Next thing you know, final circle, sweaty nerd in a rose skin, snap aim, booty slides, aimbot, Cronus zens you, and you're fucking dead, and all that was for nothing. That's another reason why I like Rebirth more. If I get melted by a sweaty hacking nerd, I just come back, dude. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. In Verdansk, I spend like a fraction of my life looting. Next thing I know, I get melted by a sweaty hacking nerd, and it's over. And then I have to restart and do it all over again. It's just a pain in the fucking ass, dude. I don't know, dude. Warzone is just on a bad turn of events, especially after the Cold Sweat integration. The Cold War integration has been fucked. All right? Not only do majority of the Cold War weapons suck ass, they're terrible. The only 2 good ones are the Mac 10, the LC10, and the what is the other one? The FAMAS. Those are the only 3 good Cold War weapons. Every other one is terrible. Hopefully these new guns add a little bit of diversity to it. I highly doubt it. Everyone's just going to watch a best class setup video for Warzone and use that exact same gun. If you guys, I'm going to make a video about that maybe tomorrow, about how best class setup videos are AIDS. With that all being said, thank you all for watching. This is your boy Cameron. I'm out.